EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for February 17th, 2022. It is Thursday, and today's video forecast is sponsored by North Penn Car Wash in Lansdale, Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Join the Unlimited Car Wash Club starting at just $13.95 per month. It's the only place where weather doesn't matter, and you can wash your car or truck as often as you like in a calendar month for one low monthly rate. Great deal for the wintertime, especially because you get your car dirty a lot. And it's one of those deals where you just cleaned your car and then it's filthy again from all the stuff on the roads and weather, obviously making that more difficult. But you can go back as often as you like and pay one low monthly rate to do so, and you don't have to worry about wasting your money. So they are North Penn Car Wash, 986 Sumneytown Pike in Lansdale, Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, proud sponsors of the Thursday forecast video. So today we have a system moving in, but it's not going to come in until later in the day or evening. And we are looking at temperatures here first. So temperatures are looking like we're going to get into the very mild temperatures in the 50s and 60s. As you can see here, 55 to 64 is the spread from northwest to southeast across our region today. We are going to have a surge of temperatures that are going to come in overnight. We're going to get temperatures above 60 in a lot of areas. So many of your highs might not be during the day. Some of you will get that in our eastern and southeastern areas, but the northern areas will take a little bit longer to get there. And that may occur overnight before the front moves through, and then the temperatures are going to drop. And here you can see that sharp cutoff, and to move this forward here, you can see that whoosh right through there, okay? The only area we're worried about any kind of freezing temperatures are going to be across the far northern tier, which is going to be up here, generally following areas of elevation. You could get below freezing there. Once that front passes, so any standing water would then freeze. So we're watching out for those areas there. Elsewhere, it looks like you're okay. Temperatures are going to drop and pretty quickly, but we're going to get back into the 30s above freezing or near maybe lower 40s in some areas. So it's not looking like a flash freeze situation for most areas, okay? So that's what we're looking at in temperatures. Now let's get into the system itself. Again, this is not going to start until probably later in the day here, so we have just cloudy skies. Breezy conditions today, but it's not going to be crazy windy just yet. We're looking at winds that are going to be 10 to 15 miles per hour sustained, some gusts that it could be as high as 25, maybe even 30 at some parts of the day. I'll get into the wind part of that in a second. Once this moves through overnight, we'll have a windy period, okay? It's going to come in like mid-evening through about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, where we have your windiest time frame. You could have some wind gusts that are much higher than that. So we'll discuss that here in a second. I just want to move this forward so you can see synoptically what we're dealing with. Low pressure cutting off to our west and northwest is going to continue over western Pennsylvania, then into the northern part of New York State up by Watertown. And the heaviest rain is going to be in the western side of the state. We're not going to get a tremendous amount of rain from this. The heaviest rain is going to be actually falling across our northern locations. And this is going to end early Friday morning, and then clouds are going to give way to sun here on Friday. The winds are going to kick back a little bit from the earlier breezier conditions that are expected on Friday. But that's just temporary. We get more wind coming in here for Saturday. So we'll get back to that in a second. Here's the NAM high-res future simulated radar. And you can follow the time in the upper right-hand corner. The timestamp is up here in Eastern time. So this is actually, you don't have to subtract any time here. This is actually at 4 p.m. You can see some showers here over moving into our western areas here at this point. For most of us further east, though, it's going to wait until the evening to get the shower activity further east, okay? And then you might not even get into our far southeastern areas initially as we go through the evening, but then we'll have these scattered showers moving through overnight. This is going to kind of another surge come in, a little bit of a break in between with just maybe a few scattered showers in between there, but then the rest of the rain comes through. This will affect all of the areas in a region that's going to go into very overnight and then very early Friday morning. This is looking at 6 a.m. We're just about done here. Here's 7 is crossing the Delaware River at this point. And then there's 8 and there's 9, and it's off the coast at that point. Okay, so it's just going to be early in the morning. You're dealing with any leftover lingering showers, and then clouds are going to give way to sun here on Friday. Here's your total precipitation. This has not fundamentally changed very much over the last couple of days. The vast majority of our coverage area is on either side of a half inch here. So we're looking at, in these areas here, maybe like a 0.4 to 0.6-ish type range of rainfall. But when you get up here in our far northern areas, closest New York, Pennsylvania border, far north and northwestern areas, you have a couple spots there could get, somewhere between 3/4 of an inch and an inch of rain. So that is very possible in those regions only. I don't think further south you're going to get into really heavy rain. So the ground's still frozen in a lot of places, so there's a lot of this is going to run off. Shouldn't cause too many problems with flooding in our region because of this. It doesn't look like it's going to be high enough to produce that, okay? So the second part of this is going to be the wind. The wind's probably going to be the bigger story for our region, okay? We have breezy conditions today again, some 15 to 25 mile per hour gusts, some isolated gusts as high as 30 during the day. And then once we get into Thursday night, we're going to have this surge. It's going to be like mid-evening through about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. We get this surge of wind coming in here. And especially in our southern areas down here, it's really starting to gain some steam here. Now, might be a little bit high, but I can certainly see some gusts to get to 50 miles per hour down here in these regions for a time. Not constantly, but the rest of us, maybe some peaks at 45 during this overnight period that I'm referring to. Again, after mid-evening this evening going onward, then this is going to move out of here. By the time we get to about 4, maybe it's actually 5 o'clock in the morning, it's moving over to Jersey here and just getting ready to get out of here. You have one more surge that's going to be cold air advection related as that front's moving through. That could give you another gusty go at it here very early Friday morning, but then we're going to have these winds diminish pretty quickly during the day here on Friday. So it'll be diminishing in the afternoon. The sun's going to come out. Temperatures are going to be falling, as I showed in that first graphic, and we'll be back down in the 30s and low 40s after that point. And then overnight, we drop down into the 20s, so it's going to get cold overnight, but a diminishing wind. We then have another surge of wind coming in here on Saturday. This is related to a system that's moving off to our north, as you can see here. Here, I'll move that forward for you. System moving off to our north is going to drag a reinforcing shot of cold air. Another trough diving into the region is going to give you a colder day, reinforcing cold shot here for Sunday. But we are expecting mostly sunny skies here on Saturday and Sunday, but we will have the wind to contend with here on Saturday. Saturday is going to be the lesser of the 2 weekend days. If you have anything to do outside, you want to wait till Sunday to do that because the winds on Sunday will be negligible. But Saturday you'll have some wind gusts again to deal with. Probably not as high as this current event that we're dealing with Thursday night or overnight tonight. But this is going to quickly move out of here. It looks like Saturday afternoon and evening, and then it diminishes quickly, and there's Sunday. So there's really not much left here as far as wind is concerned. So it's the better of the 2 weekend days is definitely going to be Sunday. Once we get to Monday behind the system, we are partly cloudy, okay, and temperatures are going to rebound quite a bit. We're going to have temperatures that are going to get up into the 50s once again. So we have another warm surge coming in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. It's another short-lived warm up though, and looks like we're going to have a chance for showers here, just rain showers. This is another very familiar system cutting to our west. Doesn't look like it's quite as strong this time, so probably just showers just again with this, and the winds don't look like it's going to be ridiculous like we're going to have overnight. But this might go into Wednesday as well, at least Wednesday morning, before this cold front pushes through, and then we have some cold air settling in to round out the month of February. That is a big change here we've had over the past couple of days here, where the models were suggesting maybe late February and the first week of March we'd be warmer. It doesn't look like that anymore. It does not look like that anymore at all. We'll probably be going to colder temperatures, and there will be maybe a winter storm threat popping up in early March. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for February 17th, 2022. Have a great Thursday.